times have you driven from your home to the office and don't remember anything about the journey? How many times have your family members called you and you did not even realize it? How many times have you just stepped out of your house and suddenly thought, did I switch off the gas stove? And you don't remember. Hello, my name is Ram. In this series of 7 episodes, we are discussing the importance of health. We discuss the importance of sleep, eating early, eating right, and the need to be physically active. In this episode and the next, I intend to throw some light on something important, probably even more important than what we have discussed so far. You may have heard the term being mindful. What is it, and how is it related to our health? Being mindful is all about being in the present. You cannot do anything about the past, and you can control very little of the future. What is in your hands are the choices you make at this moment. Like everything else, our mind also has a capacity to store and process information. When the mind is occupied with events from the past, it doesn't leave much room for the present. A study suggests that our mind has a negative bias, meaning we tend to have an easier time recalling bad memories than good ones. How about the future? How many of you have thoughts about the future? And if you do, how many of them are about something bad happening to you, your family, your business, and so on? Since these thoughts are about possibilities, all you can do now is to become better prepared for them. You cannot change them. Allowing these negative thoughts about the past and future to consume your mind will lead to stress, which will adversely impact your health. Mindfulness means living in the present, focusing your attention on people around you, listening intently to what someone is saying to you, paying attention to the work you're doing, whether it is an important task related to your job or it could be watching your favorite show on television. Focusing on the food you're eating, its temperature, its crunchiness, or its flavor, and not on your smartphone or your TV. Mindfulness means to deliberately pay attention to thoughts and sensations without any judgment. Mindfulness is also about focusing more on other people instead of focusing only on yourself. How is your behavior affecting others, especially the people who are close to you? What you do and how you act can impact someone else's mood and their mental health. And if this person is someone close to you, you will get affected as well. You may be doing your workouts regularly, sleeping on time, and having a healthy diet routine. However, if you are allowing your mind to get distracted by unfortunate events from the past or the adverse possibilities of the future, you are doing harm to your present health. How can you become more mindful and ensure better mental health? In all the earlier episodes on health, I have been suggesting that changing a habit or adopting a new way of life needs to start with having conversations with yourself. You need to keep telling yourself that your health is a priority. Start being more deliberate about these conversations and listen to what your mind and body are telling you. Is your mind telling you, I am angry, I am stressed, I am too busy, I don't have time, I am not strong, I am jealous, why is this happening? And so on. If yes, become aware of these thoughts and immediately change them to something more positive. Another technique which may seem very basic but which has worked for me is to treat your mind like a child. A child in kindergarten is taught to repeat sentences like I am eating now or I am playing now and so on. One way for you to be in the present is to keep saying to yourself what you're doing while doing repetitive mundane tasks. So, if you're switching off your gas stove, say to yourself, I am switching off the stove now. After locking the door, say to yourself, I am locking the door and keeping the keys in my pocket. To make this happen, you have to be fully present in the moment. When someone is saying something to you, listen intently. Stop doing anything else and simply listen without an agenda to what is being said. Practice doing one thing at a time. Allocate a small duration of time to things you need to do so that you can fully focus your mind during that time. Allocate time for social media, television, parties, etc., so that they don't distract you when you're doing more important tasks. Like other things, set small goals for becoming mindful as well. Learn and practice meditation. Your body starts producing more of the feel-good chemical serotonin, which can reduce stress. Friends, the pace of our life can sometimes become too overwhelming, and before we realize it, we may be nearing the end of it. I love the phrase, what matters in the end is not about the number of amazing moments you had in your life, but the life you added to every moment you have lived. The choice to become more mindful is yours. Life is awesome.